stop. Before you build your Deadpool deck and run every single clone effect to make a bunch of clones of Deadpool and steal all your opponent's text boxes, consider you're going to be able to play that against your friends 2-3 times before they no longer want to sit down and play against Deadpool. People like having their creatures out and being able to do things with them. If you steal their text boxes to creatures that are just gonna disappear anyway, no one's gonna have fun. Everyone's gonna hate you. You're actually building a stacks deck, and I don't think you want to play a stacks deck. So, before you rush out and build Deadpool, consider the following. I have a deck list here we're gonna swap over to that has a little bit of a different plan. So, as you can see, we have a lot of things to bring Deadpool back from the dead, as Deadpool doesn't really die. He's, nice and flavorful. Oh, you're killing my Deadpool. Actually, he's not dead after all. He just put himself back together. We have some ways to draw cards, which include, unexpected windfall, big scores, Seize the Spoil, and sweep those kind of, very flavorful for the most part. We sacrifice our creature, we draw some cards in a lot of these instances. We'll get to why that matters here in a minute. And then, a basic ramp package, some lands, whatever. Those, you can put whatever you want here. But these cards don't really matter as much. The important thing, in my opinion, the other way you can build Deadpool that isn't just clones, rival, is you steal your own creature's text boxes and beat people to death with Deadpool. Imagine giving Deadpool First Strike, Menace, and Trample as a 5/3 as your commander. That's pretty cool. Give him Unblockable. Win with commander damage. That's what these equipment here are for, right? Get him a couple extra power. 3's technically too much. You can do +2/+0 equipment and get him to 7 power and kill people with 3 swings as well. I just like having a little extra power. That's just me. Again, other cards you can steal the text box of to make Deadpool as your commander powerful and able to win the game without making everybody angry. We've got Indestructible Shadow. If a creature died at the end step, put a +1 counter on it. Deadpool's going to grow. He's not going to be blockable like 99.999% of the time, right? Who's running Shadow. And he's indestructible, so you're going to be able to get in. If you need to make a bunch of mana, swap the Proper's Bandit or its offspring token. Make some treasure tokens when you hit people. You could potentially do kind of a group slug thing with something like Gleeful Arsonist. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell that deals damage equal to its power to that player, that's going to be 5 power if Deadpool is stolen as text box. And then you have Undying, so it gets to come back and you get to steal another one of your creature's text boxes. And you get a +1/+1 counter. You can steal, your Alesha, who laughs at fate, to get all of your creatures back. All of the creatures in this deck are very low mana values. Devilish Valet. Trample haste, so Deadpool's going to have haste, and whenever another creature enters, double its power until end of turn. Deadpool's starting at 5. That goes 5, 10, 20, 40. You're one-shotting people. It's hilarious, right? Spike Shot Elder, pay 3 mana, start dealing 5 damage to things, potentially more if you have equipment on. Fantastic, right? Now, when we swap those text boxes, unfortunately, we're going to be left with a creature we don't want on the battlefield, and we don't want to use Deadpool's ability here to sacrifice and have each other player draw a card. That's what these sacrifice things are for here. We've got Ruthless Technomancer, so we can make some treasure tokens as kind of a one-time. Worn Soul Trader is also going to make us treasure tokens by sacrificing them. We can do that as much as we want to. We've got fling effects, right? These are going to be fantastic. I think it's just funny to launch Deadpool out of a catapult. That's just hilarious. On cards like Rite of Consumption, you can use the Harmless Offering that came in the Secret Lair to give away your now terrible creatures. So it's pretty fantastic. If you still want to go the kind of chaosy route, I really like Life of the Party. When this enters, if it's not a token, each opponent creates a token that's a copy of it. So they're all going to get a Deadpool, and then they can start swapping text boxes with each other. It gets very chaotic. They're going to be goated for the rest of the game, so you don't have to worry about what's coming after you. All you have is Deadpool and Life of the Party. They're not going to swap text boxes with your creatures, right? They're going to steal each other's best stuff. So that's going to be really, really fun. And then as far as my decision on removal, I went like Tybalt's Trickery, Wild Magic Surge, Chaos, Warp, Audacious Swap. These are just very chaotic, very Deadpool in nature kinds of cards. I'm running Tis But a Scratch, Dismember. Mostly because I have this card, I haven't put in anything yet. But Dismember just, again, feels like a nice, kind of flavorful card for Deadpool. And this isn't a deck that is going to make it so your opponents can't play the game. It's just, you're going to be hitting people with Deadpool. It's awesome. But yeah, please consider before you rush out and build that Deadpool deck that there might be more than one way to build it, and this one probably won't make your friends hate you.